Hey all, this is Chris from kbid.com, and I'm here to talk today about selling on KBid and how it all works. We get a lot of questions from potential sellers that are looking into the process, maybe just starting on the process of selling, whether that be business assets or personal assets. And I wanted to give you a quick run through of what it looks like to sell with KBid. First off, what is KBid? Who are we? So we've been around since the early 2000s. And what started as a live auction company has turned into a network of over 130 independent affiliates or independent auction companies that we call affiliates. So we manage about or present about 4,500 auctions a year, everything from business liquidations to equipment auctions, lots of vehicles, estate liquidations, and even individual consignments, coins. There's just a lot of activity and items on the site that we're selling basically every day. So that's what we are in a nutshell. And I'm with the corporate office of KBid. So what is an affiliate? Our affiliates are the auction companies that are working with sellers, and they manage the entire process on behalf of the seller. So unlike eBay, where you're taking pictures, you're uploading pictures, you're collecting the payment, that is not the case with KBid and our affiliates. The affiliate manages the entire process for the seller. Basically, it can be as hands-off or as hands-on as the seller needs it to be or wants it to be. And they really guide you in best practices and what to sell, what won't sell, how to put things together to put them in the best light and to get you the best price. So we have about 130 affiliates right now throughout the upper Midwest. There are auctions in all 5 states surrounding Minnesota included that are currently ongoing. So what can we sell? We sell a lot of ag and construction equipment. You'll see a lot of that on KBid. We have affiliates that specialize in these assets. We have a great buyer following of equipment buyers that are from the upper Midwest and all over the country as well. So you'll see a lot of those auctions on there. We do a ton of business liquidations and industrial equipment. We started as an industrial site back in the early 2000s. So that was primarily what we did back then. And now we still do a lot of that. There's, whether it be a restaurant liquidation or commercial equipment, whatever it may be, we've have the experience to handle a project of those assets. Vehicles and motorsports, we sell thousands of vehicles each year, whether it be dealer trade-ins, fleet vehicles, or an individual consignment, classic cars, motorsports as well. You'll see a lot of that. We sell boats, ATVs. So if you have these types of items, they typically do very well on our platform. And then lastly, estate auctions and individual consignments. So a lot of times when people need to move, they either don't want to take everything or they need to liquidate the household, what's left that they're not taking with them. And that's where we step in and we can help with that process and get those items online and get them sold. So why would you want to sell on KBid? It comes down to 4 main points, we believe. We have experience in almost every asset class that you can imagine, with over 4,500 auctions a year. We see just about everything, and we have a following of buyers for just about every asset class as well. And as you can see, that's just a quick map of where our buyers are located, primarily in the upper Midwest, because that's where we're located. But we do have buyers coming from all over the country and internationally as well. We spend a ton of time trying to build up the trust in our platform. And what we mean by that is we want buyers to know what they're getting before they bid, because if they don't, that's going to impact how much they're willing to bid on our site. So we spend a ton of time and energy and money to make sure that the trust factor is built up with our affiliates in how we list items accurately, so buyers know what to expect. And in turn, that creates results for us and for our sellers. When sellers are comfortable, when buyers are comfortable, and when buyers trust what we're doing, that gives us the results that we're looking for to maximize return for our auction clients and our sellers. So KBid spends hundreds of thousands of dollars a year driving traffic to the site, and right now there's never been more buyers looking on the site than there are right now. So we use a ton of different platforms to bring in new buyers every single day. And that's what keeps our prices competitive. That's what keeps our buyers and our sellers coming back, because they know when they list an item on KBid with one of our affiliates, they're going to get a fair price. They're going to get market value for it. The eyeballs are out there, the buyers are there, and we're making sure of that, because we're always looking at ways that we can bring in the applicable buyers that we need to make sure that our auctions are a success. So some quick FAQs that we normally get from sellers. First off, how much does it cost? And I would encourage you not just to make decisions off cost alone, but obviously you can get multiple bids, multiple quotes if you're looking to do a project like this. The cost involved in an auction will depend on what you're selling, and it will depend on the entire project. It's hard to quote building a deck based off of just a few pictures of what someone wants. So it does take in the entire process of what needs to be sold, how long is it going to take, what kind of labor do we need, what kind of marketing do we need to get this job done effectively and efficiently for our seller. It's typically on a commission basis. That could be anywhere from 10% to 50%, depending on the assets that you're selling. And it is going to be competitive with what you can expect elsewhere. When you work with an affiliate, that number, that quote will be provided to you in a contract before any work is done. So you'll know exactly how much it's going to cost you. And on a commission basis, that means you and the affiliate have the same goal, to sell your assets for the highest price that we can, while doing it in a way that builds trust with our buyers. Second question that we get a lot: how long does the process take? I would say, to generalize, it's about a month. The online auctions are typically online for about 7 to 12 days in that time frame. But from start to finish to when you're getting paid, the process takes about a month total. That can be shorter, that can be a little bit longer, depending on what you have, but that's just an average. What do you have to do as a seller? Really show the affiliate what you have to sell. Show them the project so they know what to expect when they're getting there. And really step back at that point. You want to put your faith and your trust in the affiliate, because they've been doing this for a long time and they know what they're doing. They know how to present your items in the best way to get you the price that you need. So it can be as hands-off as you need it to be. And many of our sellers appreciate that they don't have to be there, every single day, every single hour managing the project. Can I make sure I get a certain price for an item, which we call a reserve? A reserve price is the bid price that an item needs to get to before it will be sold. The answer here is two-parted. Yes, you can, but we highly discourage it for most items. And the reason why is what we've seen is that about 50% of our buyers do not participate in auctions with a reserve. So what we're doing from the beginning is we're cutting off those 2 potential buyers that we need at the end of an auction. And our goal is to get as many interested buyers in there during those last minutes, during that last hour of the auction, to get into that bidding frenzy. What happens when auctions take over. And when we use reserves, we tend to cut out those buyers. And that's not the goal that we're looking to get. So where do I start? The next steps for you as a seller, I would encourage you to look at kbid.com, search through the auctions, look at the closed auctions as well, see some of the prices that we're able to get. And to be clear, an auction is not your dream price for most items. An auction is, how can we get these items sold within a 3-week period for the highest price that we possibly can? And what we believe is, we're going to reach as many buyers as we can through the thousands that are visiting the site every day. But if you have a year to sell that item for your dream price, that's probably the best route for you to go. But I would encourage you to take a look at the closed auctions on KBid, take a look at some of those prices, take a look at the active auctions. Even bid if you're interested. It's a fun process to see what's out there and what's being sold. You can certainly contact us for a free consultation, or to get in touch with an affiliate that can help you out. You can go to kbid.com/sell, or you can call us directly at 763-367-6798, and we can talk about your project, get you in touch with an affiliate or two to see who you need to be working with, and get that project started for you. So our goal here is to take as much of that process when it comes to change off of your plate, whether you're downsizing, whether you're closing a business, whether you're moving. All of these are, can be difficult times, and our goal is to solve those problems for you and do it in an efficient manner. So thanks for watching. This is just a quick synopsis of what it looks like to sell on KBid. We hope it helps. Thanks.